All right. Some of you guys wanted to say good morning. So I'm gonna open up so people can say good morning. You can say good morning if you want to say good morning in the call real quick. You can say good morning.
Good
Good morning.
evening.
Hey, mom,
Good
dad.
morning,
Good evening. Good
everybody.
evening.
Good
Good
evening.
evening, good
Good
morning.
morning.
Good
Good
evening.
evening, good evening.
Good
Good
evening.
evening.
Good morning. Good.
Spiffy and Connie here.
Biffy and
Good
Connie.
morning, Jamal. Good morning, Jamal.
Good morning. How you doing, homie?
Did you sleep well, homie? I hope you
Oh,
did.
I wish I could say so, but I wish I could say
What
so. But, yep. There's days
you
that
didn't.
there's days to sleep coming up ahead, right? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and mute the line out.
Good to hear you.
Good to hear you as well. Good to hear you as well. I'm just gonna mute the line out so that it doesn't unmute, so we can have a relatively smooth call, quiet call. All right, so I just want to kind of talk about one or two quick things here. We do have a plan in place. I'm gonna go over some of the details of that plan, so people understand what the plan, what the plan is. We just added one or two, three things actually to this PDF here that simplifies everything that we do to make it more simple, so that we can have a more clear, easy way to explain what we're doing. All right. In addition, I reached out to Dr. Kraft so we can figure out who we can do this with, but we're going to do a, a very quick and short training on a quick and short training on organizing piece, and also for the conversion piece. Right. Okay, open this file so you guys can see. I got the same file open like 5 times on my laptop. Hopefully it's easy to see. Okay. Bear with me 1 second, guys. I know it might look like we technology experts, but far from. So here at Humanity Protocol, we really got 3 main types of things that people can do. They could either be part of the work part of our business, right? So they could be a part of our work part, which means that they're doing the 8 steps. People actually buying or staking work. People are organizing people, which is the governors, the guardians, the master builders. And in doing so, people also mint ideas. So these are the ideas that come for Dream Play as time goes on. Dream Play ideas or any kind of business ideas. And the work also is in organizing and owning a bank. So for all these work to be paid in our work token, right? Or revenue share token or work token, which is our, for short, we call it HP token, right? It's Humanity Node Protocol HMP.RS, which is revenue share token, right? In addition, if you guys remember Robert Kiyosaki's quadrant initially, you could either be an employee or do work, or you can be self-employed, which is really a category of doing some kind of business. Self-employed just means that you're the person running the business like a doctor. Your skill is still necessary for the business to run. Traditional business, the difference is it could be a Starbucks coffee or any kind of coffee place, right? Where your skill isn't necessary to run the business. There's a supervisor, manager, they run the business. But still, it's still business, right? It's still some kind of business, whether it's self-employed business or more traditional business. That's business. So you could either be an employee of work, or you could be a business owner of some sort. The business ownership here, the business would be tracked by a work board, right? And so the work board's job or responsibility is to make sure that work is updated. So people that are requesting or looking for places to put work or to do work, that's where the work board. So the business of the work board is to have work provided and to work that's coming up or work that's needed and people that want to do work. So people that activate the 8 steps, they'll end up on the work board, right? And that's the business of the work board. Dream Play itself as a whole business, and Dream Play is really about taking the work from people, creating a business with that, and then creating something investable, which would be one of the new Dream Play companies that come out, right? Governance Humanity, this in itself is a business of governing humanity. And since there's no company, the governors are the business the business people of humanity. So the governors are in the business, they're doing the work of organizing the business for humanity. Okay. So therefore you need to be able to register your business, whatever kind of business you are, like governors be registered. And also there's agents who will be hired, right? Hire agents and marketers. So people that are being hired to do 8 steps or to do the work out there, all this work being hired by the business owners. And this 2 categories is super important for people to understand up front. Why is that? And now we're looking to help people to understand the flow, make it more simple. But these 2 categories are very, very important to understand, the work piece and the business piece, right? Because this is the movement that turns all work and business into some kind of company or new service that can be launched for investors, right? Why is these 2 categories so important with the work and business? Well, let me just try to simplify what we do at Humanity Protocol. We are the #1 onboarding service to onboard new work and new businesses to blockchain. That's what we're really doing. Okay. Our business model, like Uber's business model, is a rideshare business. Our business model is helping people in countries that need to get work to do the work of onboarding all the new businesses onto blockchain. That's our business in a very, very simple model. And with that, it gives them a platform, a Web3 platform for investors to be able to invest in, okay, which is controlled by our banking module, our banking nodes, right? So that's really our business. We got workers, employees, okay? Then we have the business of doing the work itself, and then investors invest in the work. And our model really is to take companies, businesses, people, onboard them onto blockchain, help their businesses to be onboarded to blockchain, and then give investors a good, clear model with transparent documentation of what businesses people should be able to invest in or work with. As a result, our investors, again, invest in companies that give work to people who need work. So this is kind of a cyclic flow, okay? Do the work, create business, businesses are invested by investors invest in businesses, businesses give back work to people. And this is the cycle. This is why this can sustain for a very, very, very long time, okay? That's the main pieces right here, okay? And then I'm gonna go ahead and show it to you. We talked about the Econets. Now the Econets are really all the businesses that are moving on to blockchain. That's really what they are. We call them Econets because instead of having one company, the first company we have in Econet C, which is our Chat3 company, right? The first company that's in there is Chat3, okay? However, you can add this company or this Econet, this real can have more than one communication company. Like, for example, if you moved out in the US somewhere, your communication company options would be an AT&T, a T-Mobile, a Verizon, a Boost Mobile, a Sprint. I mean, all of these are all communication companies, right? And so under all those communication companies, the Econet C will own, or you can own shares in multiple companies. So this Econet here is able to purchase multiple communication companies. That way we don't have one communication company, but we're able to tokenize the ownership in multiple communication companies, hence Econet C communication. Same thing with Red Matter Capital. Although Red Matter Capital is our first financial company, first financial partner, there'll be a lot more companies that are in here which are under Red Matter Capital, which are under, Econet F, which is the financial Econet. Okay, so this right here, there could be many Red Matter Capitals, many, for lack of a better term, many Binances, or many, any local bank that you wanted to call it. Any financial company would be acquired or owned or partially owned by Econet F, which is finance, which means that everyone that has HP tokens, which is what we're distributing right now through the banks and so on and so forth, only HP tokens will be able to give tokenized ownership to these Econets. So in order to get these ones on airdrop, when these come up, when companies go through Dreamplay, etc., you have to have HP tokens. Okay. the president will explain briefly about our gold token, which we're going to launch here shortly. You got to put all these things out, guys, because again, this is an entire ecosystem. So you have to launch the utility company, which is the electric company, along with the water company, along with the internet company, in order with distribution, in order for, a new business to come on up into a new community and turn on their water, electricity, and internet. So all these things are being launched concurrently because all the new companies, as I mentioned before, will need these pieces in order to work. Okay. And that's really our ecosystem in a nutshell. That's our entire system. If you look back here, businesses, these are all the businesses that will be acquired. All the businesses are right here. But in order for investors to invest in something, you need to invest in businesses. And if businesses to run, they need people to work, right? People that want to work are looking for businesses to work with. Businesses that are starting up and beginning who need to work. And all the businesses need people who are able to do the 8 steps, basically able to post, share, communicate, recruit, customer acquisition, quality control. So all the 8 steps are right in here, and those are all needed for businesses that want to do work, and so on and so forth. So this is the entire ecosystem. It kind of loops this way and loops back that way, right? Almost like a figure 8, right? That's how it supports itself, and that's why it's sustainable, and that's how the traditional business works. We're just giving people the opportunity, which is our business, to onboard them onto blockchain, to be the first people or the first blockchain company that has a real process, and the real process is, how do we onboard people to blockchain? That is our work, and the businesses onto blockchain. And now the investors, through community staking, have a way to invest in all of this business and all this work. That's our business in a nutshell. So with that, I'm going to stop here.